up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a minute. I know. Please. I told y'all, you know life be life here. But I got something very special for you all today. We're actually kicking off our first closet tour series. And today, I have the honor of sitting in this gorgeous, fun closet of Miss Latrice. Let me tell you, this girl is all around cool girl. She's a content creator, influencer, bargain extraordinaire, and just like I said again, all around cool girl. So without a further ado, let's welcome Miss Latrice to the channel. I met this young lady. I met her at the Mint Museum block party that we had here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I mean, it was a fabulous event. I actually did some outfit checks of a lot of the people that attended the block party. She unfortunately didn't get a chance to get on it because my phone was dead. So check this out. So we are in her closet right here, right now, today. And without a further ado, this is Miss Latrice.
Hey y'all.
What's up? It's so good to be here.
Thank you for having me. And welcome to my glam room.
I love it here. It's fun. I'm like, oh yeah, I really need to get my closet together. Okay. I definitely got to get it together. But yeah, so nonetheless, we're going to just jump into it. So, what would you say is your dress formula?
Well, I'll just start by saying it depends on the mood that I'm in for that particular day. But I'll give you like 3 examples because I just kind of flex between them. Okay. A lot of my looks are like street style formula. So a bottom, a graphic or a cool top, sweatshirt, hoodie, most of the time sneakers. Even my business casual look, sometimes I'll pair trousers with sneakers, things of that nature. I love monochromatic looks.
Adding a little personality.
So like 2-3 piece monochromatic looks.
We like that.
Yeah.
Easy breezy. Those are good for like when you're in a rush and you just don't really have the time to think. And you're like, I need a one and done.
That's definitely one of the factors.
That's a one and done.
Yeah, so mood, time. So I'm also going through weight loss. Yeah. So a lot of things I have to like pull to the front of my closet so that I can get my wear in. So sometimes I just center it around pieces that I want to make sure to wear before they're too big.
I think that's very valid. I think a good formula really helps you guide like your overall aesthetic of like how you get dressed. So I think that's very important. I think that's very relevant as far as just knowing those quick grab. I got 5 seconds. What am I?
Yes.
Like my uniform, it's gonna be all black. Everybody knows. All black. But this is the thing though. It's not just regular all black though. It's gonna
texture.
Be layer.
Right. Yeah.
Let me ask you, like, these are like things I would really like to get information from people. Is like what inspired your style and or from who? Like who? Like where'd you acquire? Your sense of taste.
I think when I think back to like my childhood, I would say my mom and my aunts. I'm from South Carolina, so I'm saying aunt and not aunt.
Okay, shout out to the South Carolina Geechee in the building.
Yes, but my 2 aunts, all of them had like their own personality. One was like very Whitney Gilbert.
Yeah, rich auntie.
Yes, energy. The other one. Yeah, and so anyways, and my mom was like roundaway girl.
Oh yeah,
like,
we love that.
Very
hit.
Like
Hit.
From head to toe, we matching. You know?
I love that. Red belt, red lip, red boot.
Yes, but I would say my current inspiration, honestly, friends. Okay. I am not a Pinterest board type of girl.
Oh, you're not a cut and paste.
I'm not a cut and paste.
It's a lot of cut and paste out here, y'all. Let me tell you, the girls go to Pinterest, create these boards, and fall into these characters, literal characters.
Yes. So I am not a Pinterest girl. I'm not. Let me bookmark this.
But Pinterest is good. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell you why. Pinterest is good, Latrice. It gives you a guide.
You gotta sell it.
Sometimes when I have a brain fart and I go and it's like something I want to wear to work and I felt like I'd exhausted everything that I could have possibly exhausted, I go on that board and I'm like inspired. Like yesterday, I went, got inspired, had a shirt, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna pull a whole Miu Miu look. Like literally did that and was like, thank you, Pinterest. So I have my moments when I'm like, thank you, Pinterest. And then I also look at it as a reference as far as going into like shapes and proportion play. And like, so it's not necessarily I'm gonna go get this like chick stole my look. Like I'm not
so
going
that's
for
what
that.
I mean by Pinterest.
Yeah, I know
like literally
But it's girls out there like that.
Jacket,
it's girls
pants,
and guys out
shoes.
there like that.
No, but if you say, "Hey, I have this jacket I want to style,"
right?
Your look is still not going to look. Your look is not going to look exactly like the person you know. Of course. So yeah, so Pinterest, I'm not big on like following what celebrities are wearing.
Exactly, as you shouldn't.
I wear what I like,
and that's it.
I wear what I feel is good on my body type, and
absolutely.
But I have some fly ass friends. And so I'm like, you know what, girl, I like that. Oh, y'all, like, so love that. Yeah, so
okay.
And honestly, I just wear what I like.
Now,
I had to grab my glass.
Hey, let's cheers. Grab mine too. Listen, this is a good time. She's a good girl, and also definitely follow her, Pieces of Posh, over on Instagram. You have your TikTok too?
Yeah, it's Pieces of Posh across all platforms.
Boom, there it is. And I'll actually drop this in the description below. I'll also drop anything that you see us wearing in the description box below. How did you start your journey, like your bargain journey? Yeah. Like what really prompted this big thing that you've actually made it a thing now? Yeah. Like a big thing.
Yes.
It's not little, y'all. It's a big thing.
It's a big thing. So going back to weight loss. So this is not the first time I've gone through drastic weight loss. A few years ago, I lost 108 pounds. Yeah, I'm a corporate girly as well. But at the time,
corporate baddies in the building.
So I'm a corporate girly as well. But at the time, I was working from home remotely, full time.
Okay.
While I was going through that weight loss, so I was in like leggings, yoga pants, just comfy. And then they were like, "Oh, you guys need to come back into the office." I go back into the office, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like like, oh my gosh, like I just lost 108 pounds. All I have is like athletic wear.
Yeah.
And so I definitely didn't have the budget to go and just buy a whole new wardrobe. And I didn't have the budget to do alterations because now it's like alterations is almost
costly.
So
alterations is equivalent to purchasing the item again. Mm-hmm. And people don't understand that. But again, like I expressed to y'all before, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, you definitely need to go do that because I drop all the gems over there and you get it in real time. And you see all the steps and processes of things that I've actually worn from times of going to alterations. Alterations is detrimental to a whole look. A person could have a cool outfit on, but in the fit is just so sloppy, it just doesn't translate. So and the thing about it is we're in a heavily mass-produced world. Every cut does not fit everybody. Like this is not just a carbon copy cutout. Everybody has different waist size, thigh ratio, hip. Like my waist is small, but my thighs come out. You see what I'm saying? So alterations, find you a tailor, find your seamstress, get altered.
Yes, and what I will say though. While I didn't want to get my whole wardrobe altered, there are some pieces that you're like, I've never... You
just can't part.
I got kind of like hooked.
That's what gave you your love for it was actually because it was like a demand. Like it had
demand at the time, but I going back though, I've always loved, I'll say rummaging and the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
Going back to my childhood, I love just kind of crediting that experience. My grandfather loved going to like antique malls and auctions and beautiful antique furniture,
estate sales. I love it all.
And at the time he lived in Connecticut, would come down. I'm from South Carolina, and he would bring like the leather coats and the leather jackets. Crazy. And my family would like go through all the items and like, oh, this is what granddaddy bought, for the low or auctions or whatever. And then on the weekends I would go to garage sales, yard sales, rummage sales with my mom and my grandmother. We would have the newspaper, get our breakfast at like 6:30 in the morning on Saturday.
No, that was when, let me tell you, that was me on Craigslist.
Oh,
me and my homeboy from LA.
That was a time.
It was a time.
Craigslist was a time.
Me and my boy from LA used to go by the Salvation Army on Central Avenue, down that street, and there was a complex of garages. When I tell you, I got my antique mirror, I got a authentic hookah, I got a lot of furniture. I got a lot of things in my house are from antique. So I totally love a good antique. Next segment, guys, we're actually going to talk about some organization. Organization is very vital when you're shopping your closet. I think that everyone needs to see everything that they have because you might be missing something. So, Latrice, tell us, what is your operation of organization here?
So I will say there was an evolution.
Okay. We all have to have them.
Yes.
And it's always forever changing though, too.
It is. Because I'm already envisioning something else for the glam room.
Okay.
But yeah, so once upon a time, this room was a combination of bookshelves and industrial rolling racks and thrifted wardrobes. And it looked like
it was an organized, chaotic mess.
Absolutely. And so I had the opportunity to reinvest in this home that I've been in for over 14 years. And so I was remodeling and I was like, you know what? Let me just remodel my space and let me hire a professional.
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Because
there's people that have jobs that do things.
Yes. So I hired optimization dolls, y'all.
We love that.
Amazing.
I'm going to drop them down in the description box below.
So, optimization dolls, they offer a number of services, whether it's customizing closets, organizing closets that you already have in place, even your kitchen. You want to organize your junk drawer in your house. Yeah. They'll do that. So anyways,
organized junk drawer is insane.
Optimization dolls came in. She assessed what I already had, and she was like, okay, let me send you a proposal. And we made a few slight adjustments, and I selected my color. I was her first client to do black. A lot of her clients was like, I don't want fingerprints. So I was the first client to do black with gold. And now she has a lot of clients doing it after they saw this one. And so the objective that I want to accomplish was to be able to see all of my pieces. You mentioned that.
Gotta have it.
Maximize my wear. So as long as I can see it, I'm like, oh, I can boom, 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 pull these pieces together. Prior to that, when I had the little hodgepodge of a closet, I was only operating seasonally because I was also an extreme maximalist. So I just kept everything, but I didn't have room. So I would have, right now, I would have spring and summer packed away in tubs downstairs. Then I would have to lug the tubs. It would take me a whole weekend.
I don't believe in like that pack away system.
I don't anymore.
Yeah, I feel like real style people, regardless of the climate and temperature, you use anything. I feel like at any time.
I feel that as my glam room has evolved, I have with my personal style as well. And so that's one of the things. Like now I layer spring and summer pieces with winter wear or fall wear.
Not to mention we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's like 72 degrees right now. Insane.
Yeah.
Today is November the 25th. Crazy.
Yes. I also started traveling internationally a lot. And so, it would be like 40 degrees here, but where I was going, it was like 90. So then I would have to go downstairs and, sort through and find the summer tops and shorts. And I'm like, I just got all my stuff out. Yeah.
That's stressful.
Yes. So, that was the goal, was to just have everything accessible, maximize my wear, and I recruited optimization dolls to help me do that.
So, what is your process of your organization?
Yeah, so I used to work in retail, and at that particular store, we did Roy G. Biv.
I never heard of Roy G. Biv.
Yeah, so it's colors of the rainbow. In the order of the rainbow. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Gotcha. Red would also include variations of pink, things of that nature. And then the neutrals would be like white. It would be bookmarked with the neutrals, the black, the browns, the whites. So I used Roy G. Biv. So if you look, it's like the creams, the pinks, oranges, greens. So you'll see that there. Sleeve length. And then
sleeve length is important.
Yes, and even like dresses, the length of the skirts,
everything. Because the thing about it is like when you see a lot of different colors and things all at you at one time, it could be almost chaotic at some point. And so when you have that dimension when it angles, and then when you have that line and that drop in that sleeve, it just. Maybe we're just OCD. Maybe that's a little thing that we got going on.
And even from that retail life, I even have a folding board for my graphic tees.
I love those.
So they're consistently folded the same size.
I actually roll mine. So I roll mine in a drawer. I fold it and roll it so I can see every graphic, and I could skim my finger up and down.
It's same kind, yeah.
I love that.
I've done the roll too.
I got so many t-shirts, that's why I can't do the fold because it won't fit in my drawer.
Well, mine's out on the shelf, so that's probably why.
goes back to y'all why I need to invest in the system. But I have a loft and I don't have a house, so I don't have the space.
And the last thing, I have a hanger limit. So I got my maximalist days, whatever. I was just buying hangers, more stuff, more hangers, more stuff, more hangers, more stuff. And now I'm just like, no, like this is the amount of hangers I'm using. And if I'm down to my last hanger, that means something else needs to go.
It's very vital. Like I believe in that like so much. Like I got hangers, so that means like I need to go buy stuff, right? And then that was the trick. That was crazy. So what I'm doing is I got more hangers than everything because guess what? I didn't liquidate it and purge the majority of my closet. So now those hangers that I have hanging now that are loosely hanging are for specific items. So I'm not just buying anything. These are actually
they're reserved.
Items. These are reserved for things that I actually love and things that I'm actually invested in. So I'm slowing down on buying a lot of stuff.
Your intention.
I'm buying a lot less. And I'm being very mindful of what I'm purchasing because a lot of the stuff that I got rid of, I had no connection to. It's been around for years, and I'm just like, girl, it's done.
Yeah, I'm actually at a deficit, so that means I have extra hangers and items. And then I have a BBW palette. I am BBW.
BBW? What? That's wicked!
You know, I am a BBW,
Okay,
but
shout them out.
For me, it means bold black and white.
I love that.
So I don't.
I like my girls BBW.
So I don't buy pales or like pastel colors.
Okay.
I like bold, like deep, dark colors, patterns,
Clearly.
black and white.
Clearly.
You might see a few items I just can't let go of from my old palette days where I used to buy any and everything.
Yeah.
But BBW is my color palette.
Now that we got the intro of Miss Latrice, let's dive into this closet. So let me ask you, where do you begin building your look?
Okay. Gosh, it's just so okay.
What? It's so hard.
I mentioned this before. Like it starts with my mood. Like do I feel fluffy today? So do I need elastic around my waist, or do I need to be wearing a dress? You know, or do I feel like wearing these button-up jeans today?
I know. I feel the same way. No, for real. It's like, do I really want to be tight? Do I want to be sucked in, or do I just want to be like easy breezy, beautiful cover boy?
Yeah. So, you know, it depends on how I want my waist to feel that day. So we'll start with the bottoms. Or the dresses.
Oh, so you start with an actual article of clothing at the bottom.
Okay, no. See, this gets complicated.
Girl, keep it simple.
These are more like factors. Okay. So let's say weather boots.
Yeah.
If it's a new piece that I like, I gotta wear this. Like, I gotta get this in. I'm gonna start with that piece.
So start with just every day. You just getting up a normal Latrice day. What are you like? What? I know the mood. We know the mood. We got that. Mm-hmm. We understand that. So what you picking up? What is it?
A normal day. It's gonna be a graphic tee or a sweatshirt, and I'm gonna build from that. And sneakers. Like, which sneakers do I want to wear today? I love my sneakers. So
okay, so you start from the bottom. I do too. That's what I was trying to get. That's why I was like, then we'll share notes. I always start with
because my feet gotta be comfortable too.
Listen, I always start with a footwear piece. I just feel like a footwear piece for me, it depends how dense I am to put on the jacket or the shirt or whatever. But I'm gonna always go for a foot first. Because the thing about it is I think I really, and this is the crazy thing. So I really believe in, just in general, period. Not judge a person by their footwear, but I definitely know the type of person they are by what they have on their feet, right? And I know the investment, and I know like the levels in life of where they are. Mm-hmm. But I think that's very important too. But we can't be judging because we could always no.
Well, no. I make kick contact before I make eye contact. So I definitely am looking at the footwear, the sneakers.
As you should. Kicks. I think that's important. Yeah. But, and I think just like any look can be made or can be broke or made or whatever you want to say, whatever. It can break a look, whatever. Can't get it out. But anyhow, it really depends on like you can have a really good fit. And then the shoes are just completely off. Or you could have had like another option, or it was like the wrong shoe, wrong heel height, wrong sneaker, wrong kick for what you're going for. Now you have a lot of different shoes and a lot of different things out there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it goes with everything. So I think you should have a variety of everything.
I agree.
Like for me, I think like as a man, I think a man should have a loafer. I think a man should have a boot. I think a man should have a combat boot. I think a man should have also like a derby. I think a man should also have like a mule, maybe, possibly, if he's that kind of elevated guy. But these guys down today, they wear everything. If they could walk around with gel nails and all these accoutrements on their fingers, they could definitely walk around with a mule.
Get off.
What?
All right, okay.
But yeah, so all right, guys. So in this segment, we're actually getting ready to jump into some of her favorites, some of her least worn things, some of her not so sure about things. So let's just jump into it. So, Mr. Trees, take over.
Sure. Okay, so
what is your most worn?
Oh, most worn, y'all. These get a lot of visibility. So I have this mohair Coach purse. It actually has a longer strap as well.
This is good.
I love it. I just love texture. Like, I'm getting into texture a bit more.
I mean, I could kind of clearly run this kind of today.
Yes. And like I said, it has a longer strap as well.
Oh, we love that. This is good. Look at this leather. Yes. Coach is just the best.
Mm-hmm.
Give it up for Coach for the one time.
I'm also a trucker hat girl.
I am a trucker hat guy.
Yes, with my streetwear inspired style. Again, I do a lot of my outfits with like sneakers, hats. So I have these in multiple colors. I love getting them from Urban Outfitters. I also love a locally owned boutique called Girl Tribe. Okay. So I grabbed some of my hats from there as well. Nice. Accessories, I wear a lot of gold. Basic hoop, earrings.
Can't go wrong with a classic hoop.
Yeah, basic permanent bracelets.
Okay, we love that.
Yeah, so if I'm wearing like a different metal or a different tone, I might add like a silver one or a rose gold, but these are...
Yeah, I'm a mixy guy.
Typically, like Jordan 1's my favorite silhouette. I love Air Maxes.
So let me ask you, like what has the most sentimental value to you that you think that, you know, it just brings you joy and just having it on just brightens your day and what's that piece? Yeah. Like investing in jewelry, good jewelry from whether it was an heirloom piece, whether it was something you purchased on yourself, whether it was a significant other's piece. Listen, jewelry is forever keeps.
Yeah, and so this is a great segue because you mentioned heirloom piece.
Yeah.
So I have some earrings that were gifted to me. I probably was like 2 or 3. I'm not gonna get emo, but but they were gifted. Yes, they were gifted from my aunt who passed away from cancer a few years ago. But she gifted them to me when I was a toddler. And so these are my everyday.
Everyday hoops.
Yeah, everyday hoops.
Get into it.
Yes.
Yeah, get into it. Get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, and then my mom gave me a pair when I was a toddler as well, a little larger, similar. So these are 14 karat gold.
I grew up on those. My grandma had those, the big ones, and those.
Yep, 14 karat gold. I also have some rings from my mom. 14 karat gold as well.
Look at that pearl. That pearl is insane.
Yes. We love that. So these are things like if I lost them, I would cry. And then the last 2 pieces. This is a cartouche from when I went to Egypt. It has my name on one side and some standard symbols on the other side.
Ooh.
So that's 14 karat gold, and then I also have a Nefertiti gold ring that I actually watched them custom
made.
Yeah, I watched them custom make both pieces while I was there.
That's so funny because I have it's funny. It's in the shop and it just hit me and told me I needed to pick it up. It's a Arabic nameplate from Dubai.
That's on my list. I've been there, but I need to go back, run it back.
Yeah. Do that thing, right? What was your splurge worthy item?
Yeah, I would definitely say
that you went and was like, you did your big one. It was like, all right, girl. Like matter of fact, let me take a breath before I actually swipe this card. Okay.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't have much of that because I'm like a bargainista.
Yeah,
so the most I want to splurge on is like a
bargain. What was the most expensive bargain?
This bag.
And
it looked small, but it was not.
Oh yeah, right.
In my budget, anyway.
Might look like, but it's heavy though. Okay.
Yes. So I would say like the jewelry pieces. Okay. And definitely that purse.
Okay.
And then on the other end of it, I actually love like we've been talking about thrifting, bargain shopping. Yeah. And so some of my favorite items that I've had for years are these 2 vintage.
Oh, look at that shoulder.
Pieces.
This is very Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
Like this is very Yves Saint Laurent. Look at
it's giving 80s.
But look at this back though. Like get into this vented back. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
and
insane.
then this cardigan has seen its days. It needs to be retired from the pools. And
I think it's okay
love
though.
it.
I feel like it's fun though.
I just love it. And then this is my newest consigned.
I love that.
It's not vintage, but
yeah, I love this.
I can't wait to rock this.
No,
I haven't worn it yet.
This is very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. All right, guys. So with all that being said, we had an awesome look and tour of her closet. So what I actually did was came up with a few pieces that I liked specifically, and some of the things that she actually possibly has some struggles with styling. So I helped her out, gave her a few options so where she could actually wear it multiple ways. I always believe in the rule of 3. If I can't wear it 3 ways, I'm probably not gonna buy it. Right, so right now what we did was got into this trucker hat, easy like Sunday morning. We got that. We have this kind of like a faux mohair or pony hair jacket, which I absolutely love. So this bag is insane. Like this bag is crazy.
And I've only worn it once, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this?
And so what I did was just kind of like, she's such a cool girl. Like when y'all go over her page, y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, she's definitely gonna rock that. So they're gonna look on your page to see if you've worn this.
I'm gonna wear it.
Right? So I paired it with this, with the Timbs. So we did the platform Timberland, the Butters, which we absolutely love with this. It's very like Jenny from the Block though. It's giving me like it's giving very New York City. And that's my
day-to-day.
Yeah, it's like my right. And then if we going like cool girl, like real cool girl, hanging out with the girls, going out to brunch. You know what I'm saying? You want to shut it down, low key shut it down. This is how you shut the girls down and tell them you can't sit with me today. But yeah, so that's that, right? And so what we did was also, this bag is just so good. I mean, the detailing is crazy. The hardware is good. It's fun. It's very Miss Latrice. Very Latrice. Yeah. And then next thing you know, we have this skirt. So paired it with this. She
never worn it.
She says she has some trouble with this. Why have you never worn it?
Just the fit. It's a fitted skirt, fitted mini, and so it basically fit. It's slim fitting.
Yeah.
Pencil.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like
and I'm used to like flowy, A-line, long, maxi.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, circular. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. So what she could do with this is, I told her to actually put this with this. This would go crazy with like a turtleneck bodysuit. Like very, very on close to the body.
Yeah,
or
because this exaggerates the
voluminous up top.
Okay.
So what she could do is even belt that. You could either do a thin belt, so where you don't even have to really see it, so where people don't even know, which gives you an illusion of a slimmer waist, which we absolutely love with a barely there belt. So it still gives you that contour, it still gives you that shape. And yeah, I think this would pull you all in. And then this is even perfect. Like this is like very perfect for holiday. Like this is very holiday.
And it's the detail with my golds.
Yeah, and she's a gold. If you didn't hear earlier, she's a gold girl. So this definitely works. So again, we were able to come up with a solution for a problem, and that's what we are all here for. So much for dropping in. We hope you enjoyed this segment. Miss Latrice, thank you for allowing us to come into your closet and then just be in your space. And you know, not many people like people in their space. I'm one of them people. And you guys, again, in the description box, we'll have a lot of the things listed below. What I have on, what she has on, have her Instagram. We'll have all of that. We'll have the closet organization down there as well. And yeah, so stay tuned. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share. And you already know what it is. Until next time, stay fly. Peace.